We are just one day shy of the 20th anniversary of 9/11, a day forever sketched in the memory of Americans.
I mean, I remember it like it was yesterday, like it was this morning. It's very, very similar. It was a cool morning. There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
The executive director of the Jackson-Madison County Airport Authority, reflecting on the day the Twin Towers fell. Smith was the airport manager at the Selma Airport at the time.
It was a stressful day, and I've told people that probably airline executives and airport managers were more affected by that day than any other. So it was a really tough time. I found out 10 days later that I had high blood pressure. And for 20 years now, I've taken medicine to correct that high blood pressure.
The deputy chief at the Jackson Fire Department was serving as a fire marshal at the time of 9/11. He talks about how the attacks impacted him.
Very, very ominous feeling. And to learn that 343 firefighters perished in the attack, along with the law enforcement and other first responders and the civilians that lost their lives. It was devastating, and it shed a whole new light onto the fire service in general. You know, people started calling firefighters heroes, and that's not a title we want to wear. You know, the heroes were the ones that gave it all, and we're not heroes. We're just people doing a job.
A journalist who was working at one of the local radio stations in Jackson says that day was a very fluid day of reporting.
It is such a compelling thing visually is that the story kept evolving without anybody doing anything. It was happening right there, and it was an unintended theater through television, I think, that just brought this amazing story because it just kept adding dimensions without anybody scripting anything.
The pastor at St. Mary's Catholic Church and School in Jackson says that 9/11 was a tough day in the faith community. Father Graham says the attack shook many within the faith, but reassures believers that God is always there in times of trouble.
And that's one of the lessons that I think we learned over and over again in our struggles and in our difficulties and in those dark times that God is right there with us. We often can't see it. We often don't know it. But God is definitely right there with us in the midst of when we're going through pain and suffering and difficulty and darkness, that the light of Christ is there. If we can find it, if we can open our hearts to receive it.
Now, 9/11 will always be a day of reflection and remembrance of those who lost their lives in the terrorist attack. I'm Christen Hyde, 39 News, Jackson.